Moses received 3 gifts from God when he was on the Mount. And of course, one is the first set of rules that existed in the world, moral rules, which we call the 10 Commandments. The other 2 gifts are not very well known and not recognized at all for what they are. The second one is God gave Moses a very simplified way to communicate, a 24-character alphabet. You see, Moses grew up at the temple of the Pharaoh, and he learned how to read and write in hieroglyphs. So he was well versed in the ability of writing. And what God gave him was a much simpler alphabet so that all the people could learn. Hieroglyphs are limited to the educated. But the alphabet, the 24-character alphabet, which was discovered in the 13th century BC, coinciding with Moses' time in the desert, was a very simple tool for everybody to learn how to read and write. The original characters were shaped like the original sound of the word. So a C would be shaped like a cow to allow people to learn it very easily. That was a major tool which allowed the expansion of readings to many people. The third gift is one that really nobody realizes today what it is. It's not a candelabra. It's not a decoration. It is the menorah. And what I show here is that it is described exactly the same in the Old Testament as it is described by John in Revelations. Revelation 4, John describes the throne of God. And the throne of God is surrounded by the 7 flames. Around the 7 flames are the 24 elders. These are all the descriptions of the menorah, how Moses was told to make it. These 7 flames of God, the 7 spirits of God, are depicted by the flames on the menorah. And the 24 elders are shown on the knops, what they're called, on the menorah. They're all depicted there. And those 24 elders, they are the leaders of the 12 tribes of heaven, which are confused with the 12 tribes of Israel, but it's actually the 12 tribes of heaven. Heaven is broken down into 3 houses led by the archangel pairs, Lucifer and Raphael, Gabriel and Ohola, and Michael and Oholiba. Those are the 3 houses of heaven. And of course, Jesus is in the middle. Jesus is the vine. Jesus is from where all things come. And God is the base. God is where everything comes through Jesus to the vines. This symbolism is so important. I mean, it's our spiritual family tree. It's where we came from. 3 of those archangels that I mentioned fell in the fall. 2 of them were the whores of Babylon, Ohola and Oholiba. And of course, Lucifer, the fallen archangel who is Satan, the great dragon, the devil. But Jesus came to save the fallen. He came to restore his house. He came to restore the kingdom of God. And that's the good news that Jesus brought. And God has given us all these images to help us remind where we came from. So study the Old Testament in conjunction with the New Testament, because it is just one testament.